What's good, everybody? Another episode of Yapping is on your screen. Today, we're going to be talking about the support strike. Now, for those who don't know, which is primarily Terrell, supports, we're tired of it. We're tired that y'all talking shit about our heals. We're tired of getting dove. We're tired of it all, right? Now, it kind of was at the breaking point with Necros. Now, this was a season 1 clip where he's basically shitting on supports, how they're brain dead and it's easy and like, what are they doing, yada, yada, yada. But season 2 got even worse because they nerfed a lot of supports. Like, they're not as crazy as they were season 1 and season 0. So now he's doing a Road to Celestial new account, named his account the hardest role, and so far he's in Plat 1 last time I checked. So I mean, you can see it on gameplay yourself, but that's essentially what's going on with the support strike. Anyone have any thoughts about anything? Crim, it's once again, no camera, so I can't see his reaction to what I'm talking about. It's all good. But yeah, any thoughts about what I've said so far? Especially Terrell, because like I say, he doesn't know.
I'm aware of the support strike. I'm just not fully aware of what this strike entails.
Just basically the people who primarily play supports, they're done. I'm not playing support no more.
Okay, so they're just not playing support, and they're waiting for the developers to make a change, or the community to make a change, to give them their roses essentially.
Well, it's also, thank you for reminding me, it's also primarily because the way they changed rank. So instead of like a general, like, oh, if you win, you get this amount of points, you lose, you get this amount of points.
Yeah, I know about that too.
Yeah. So it's partly that, because like performance, like if you notice, like if you look into it, it primarily is about like kills, final hits, all that, which supports don't primarily do. We get assists and we get heal numbers. So because the system doesn't primarily focus on that, then we get the short end of the stick on points. So even though we win, everyone else gets like 40 and we get like 20.
Even though supports at times could be the backbone of the team, right? Yeah, I get
exactly.
But so the game doesn't account for what the supports are actually doing for their team.
Right.
Okay.
It focuses what is essentially DPS numbers.
Yeah, I get that, and I know the devs' response to that was they did like a little post and they said, okay, we're gonna give supports some more damage to help out, right? But that doesn't necessarily help fully with the problem. It doesn't solve the issue, because they're just making it so that supports can do more damage, which I feel is just going to end up making people like Necros just play supports just to deal damage and heal occasionally. But it didn't really seem like they were trying to fix the problem. It just seems like they want everybody to just deal damage.
It was a superficial problem.
Solution.
Yeah.
That's what nobody.
And I was actually kind of excited when I read it, because I was like, oh, they're gonna buff the supports, and I love Rocket. I'm a Rocket main, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be able to do some more damage with Rocket. And I read the patch notes, and they didn't buff Rocket's damage at all. So it was only certain support characters.
Yeah, Rocket doesn't need to be able to damage.
Okay, well, fair enough, I guess. But I mean, you don't play him, so I disagree. But if you're gonna make an announcement that, oh yeah, we're gonna make it so all support characters deal more damage during these troubling times of a support strike or whatever the fuck, and not give it to all the supports, I kind of don't really see the point. But
yeah, anyways. It's like because it's a whole balancing where they don't want to. They want people to do damage just so that, like, hey, let's impact the team. But that's not what supports do. They're not looking to kill. They're looking to keep you fucking alive. If anything, you should be nerfing the dive characters.
I don't even think they need to do nerfs. I just think that they need to. What the developers want is they want the supports to make them feel a little bit more fun. So, because Necros keeps pushing this whole idea that not even Necros, but a lot of people, and I kind of agree on this one a little bit too. The fun part about these games is like hitting somebody, like dealing damage. It makes you feel like you're contributing something to the team versus just, oh, you're low on health, doing, you're low, doing, and then you get jumped and then you can't do anything, right? The developers want every character in the game, no matter what the role is, to to contribute some element of damage and killing. You know, they want everybody to be a killer and damage dealer. That's my best guess.
Kurt, you were gonna say something. I apologize.
This whole strategist problem is gonna be fixed when Baymax gets added to the game.
Okay, that's how you're gonna come on. All right.
He's gonna be a strategist. And he's gonna be a perfect balance of DPS and heals because he's your personal healer.
And he agrees with you. He's fucking just bombing his head and shit. Yeah, like get the fuck out of here.
All right, get Baymax out of here. We got Crim on the game finally.
Yeah, you already know. Shut the fuck up. I'm grown as a game.
Yeah, they want to see your beauty, bro. Like, come on, you already fucking know.
Holy.
But yeah,
I don't know. The support thing is that it does is dumb. We don't want to do more damage. Well, maybe I do because I play Mantis. But like in the end, it's like that's not the fix we want. We want the equal treatment. Like we shouldn't be getting less points in a ranked game for playing support.
The performance
and the difference is very noticeable because every time I play DPS on my accounts or tanks, I'll end up getting like 30, sometimes even 40 points. And then when I'm doing very well on support, I only get like 20. It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's very noticeable. And like that's the problem is if it was like, okay, if you primarily, it's kind of weird they might have a hard time doing it, but if it was like, okay, 80% of the game you play strategist and then 10% of the game you played like DPS and whatever, then it could go, okay, so based on that, we're gonna give you X amount of points based on X amount of whatever numbers you got for the particular role you primarily played on, because then it'll be like, okay, I need to heal a lot. We win, I get a whole bunch of points that the DPS gets when they have to focus on like final hits and kills and shit. That would be kind of hard, but that's like the thing the supports would need, because the supports don't care about playing supports. Like we like all three of us, we all play supports primarily. I mean, Terrell's a flex because he thinks he's that good.
I don't play support primarily.
I think all of us are flexes here. We just play whatever, but we don't really care.
I got like 2 characters in each role. But still, it just sucks that whenever I have to go support because people will insta-lock tank and DPS, and then so I'm like, oh, I'm stuck having to play support. I hate the fact that all right, I already know I'm only gonna get 20 points if I'm a win, or if I lose, I'm gonna lose like 35 or some shit. It's so annoying.
It's crazy too, because the thing Terrell said about like buffing supports, like besides Adam, everyone has an evasive, but you only get one. So, but because dive is so powerful, especially in this game, like damn near half the DPS are dive characters. Then it's just like, oh, I'm Invisible Woman. Okay, I use my push, use one invasive. Okay, so Spider-Man's gonna one hit combo me, right? You know, like we're still getting fucked over, and the DPS is on our team. Like that's the other thing, people don't know how to appeal, motherfucker. If we're asking you for your help, like, okay, hey, I got 2 characters on me, your first reaction shouldn't be like, where my heals at? Your first reaction should be, okay, let me stop trying to get their support so I could back up mine, and then I can go back to doing what we gotta do. People have like this one singular brain cell that's like, okay, I'm DPS, me kill supports, on tank, me fuck the damage. Like,
so
about half the time supports be playing like retards too, and I hate that shit, especially when I'm tank. Fuck you supports. I'll be diving with like the thing or Hulk or some shit, and I'm like, oh, I'm in, and I don't dive until I know, like, you know, my backline is safe. So I'm like, okay, I can go ahead and dive, and then I dive frame 1, and I look behind me, and then my fucking supports are not being like rushed down or anything. They're just chilling in the way back, staring at me like, nigga, do your job and heal. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. I hate that shit so much.
That's also part of the problem too.
I see the problem, but at the same time, supports, I can't protect you 100% because you guys be on some dumb shit as well. It's so fun.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Let me say this. So this whole support strike thing, right? Because I'm not keeping up with it entirely. Are people actually stopping and halting the support queue stuff? Like, are they just not actually queuing up as support? Is that what's going on right now in the game? I don't really boot it up that
It's
often.
probably that, but a lot of supports just stop playing the game.
It's
Okay.
that, or they'll refuse to even play support, so they'll see like 5 DPS and then still go a 6 DPS. Or I know some people will choose support, but they will purposely not heal, and they'll just do only them.
Okay.
Which some supports have been doing before the support strikes. I'm looking at you, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff
players.
Jeff
Yeah,
players.
doing their autistic strat all the way in the back. I swear to God, I'm helping that. Blah blah blah. Just shooting his own.
Yeah.
You.
So they're just, I don't know, man. This whole strike thing, it just doesn't seem legitimate. It seems a little fake. It just seems like it's, I don't know.
It's either, because that's why in season 2 a lot of people consider it a mess, because either the support mains either are not playing or are not playing support. So then the people.
But every match I've had, people are still playing support though. Like when I
but
play
it
the
might
game
not
with
be
you guys,
support
it's
mains.
Huh?
It's like support mains.
That's why,
Like they only
that's why
play
we always
support.
got to fill. Which is weird, huh? Every time we group up, I notice we have to support.
oh,
Have you
we have
noticed
to. Well, yeah, I mean, I get you. I guess that makes sense. But even then, I've still played with people that play support. Like we'll queue with people on the enemy team that are still support mains.
Right, but do they primarily play support?
Yes. We've looked at their stats. Remember one time you've banned somebody and we've checked their stats and they only played 2 characters and they were both support and you banned one of them.
Oh yeah.
Like,
They didn't know what to do.
Yeah, we've banned supports that screwed over some characters that only play support, and
that's why
it doesn't seem like a real strike.
Exactly. I was gonna say that, like, they say support strike, but it's not actual strike. They're just saying
exactly.
It's like it's a prime different. Like one thing I really hate, and this is a little off topic, but sort of the same. It's like there will be several situations like, oh, let's boycott. I don't know, Target, boycott. No one ends up boycotting that Target. So that's basically what they're doing in game. Support strike. Still play support. Like, do you know what the definition of strike is?
Exactly. Thank you.
So they're just saying it to talk shit. That's so stupid.
Yes, exactly. Let me say this. This is why I'm gonna. This is why I didn't even want to talk about this shit. I feel like it's bullshit. This is a pointless topic. Okay, Necros is one of the most popular Marvel players out there right now, right? He's one of the best, and he simply stated that, I don't even know if Rainbow brought this up at the beginning of the video, but he simply stated that support role is the easiest role in the game, right? And everything else is like super important. It's difficult. Support's just heal me, bro. Do your job and heal me. Put the fries in the bag type shit. Right?
Put the fries in the bag a little bit.
Yeah.
And now everybody's pissed off because they're also finding out that the game isn't granting support players just as many points as all the other roles, right? Because you got to be doing damage, and you know, if you're supporting, you probably shouldn't be doing that much damage all the time, unless you're like Loki, because Loki can hit the ground and it deals splash damage and it heals both people, right? If they're close enough or whatever. But anyways, now you got this whole big support strike shit, and just what Crim said. They're using the word strike, but it's not really a fucking strike. So what are we talking about here? Like, every time I booted up the game, people still play support. The only time you won't find supports is in quick play, because people all just want to, like, they don't care about winning or losing. They just want to mash buttons. Yeah. But if you play ranked, you're gonna find supports. So what is the strike?
You know what it could be? It might also be in the super high ranks too. That it could be possible that you primarily see it there.
Super high ranks, what?
Like
on strike?
I want to say like Grandmaster till like.
I doubt it too.
There's no way. Yeah, there's no way you're in a high rank when you're doing that.
Exactly.
Childlike behavior.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna be real. Support is not the hardest role, by the way, and I don't want to sound woke. No, none of the roles are the hardest roles. Okay, like I'm not trying to suck DPS's dick or Vanguards, but like support isn't as hard as support players say it is.
But fuck you,
I
DPS.
say that because my most played role is support. I feel like a lot of you guys just suck at dealing with the backline shit. One thing I truly hate about supports as well is because they feel like we owe them the world just because they're playing support. One thing I tend to notice is when you get on mic, when people talk shit on mic, you know how people start fighting and shit. It's always the support players. For some reason, it's always Cloak and Dagger too. Like, bitch, we don't owe you shit just because you're playing support. You're acting like a know-it-all, and you're playing the most retarded character in the game, where you can turn off your brain and auto lock with 2 different characters.
No,
And you know what's
100%.
crazy?
So I see wrong in both sides. Like the DPS, you guys gotta chill too. I don't know why you're glazing at someone that doesn't even know you exist. Like Necros doesn't care who the fuck you are. Stop sucking his dick. And then support player, you know, we don't owe you shit just because you're playing support. Like it's just wrong all over the place, in my opinion.
It's just a mess, and so is season 2. I'm gonna say this: I hate you DPS niggas because you're primarily the reason this is even like a thing that's brought up. Because all you niggas, you niggas playing Spider-Man, you niggas playing like Bucky and shit. You're just like, I'm getting these numbers, but no one else is. Oh my god, must be the support, not my bad positioning, not my fucking having to help my backline because they're getting fucked up. It can't be that. It's gotta be the supports. Ugh.
And then also,
DPS
speaking of positioning, also again with supports, where it's like, oh, I can't heal because I'm getting backlined by a Black Panther or something. And then I see them, they're always playing in the most obvious spot, way in the back, all alone. It's like, you're basically like, hey, come back there, I'm right over here, hey, Black Panther. So usually when I'm getting over something, I'll literally just play right next to a tank like he's my fucking dad. I'll just be stick to them like glue, because if they try to dive me, then my tank will be like, oh shit, not my son, and then, you know, bloop.
Yeah, he'll back you up, basically.
Like you support players gotta start doing change. You gotta make changes, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, stop crying and make the change yourself.
Well, that's the other thing. It's usually the you know the meme where it's like, you son of a bitch, and like they both like dap each other up. That's like supports and tanks. That's supports and tank players. Is they're like, I got your back, you got mine. Because whenever, like, if I play tank, right, and I'm like fucking them up, and then I'm like, oh my god, my supports, I turn around because I know that as a tank, if they die, I'm about to take every single ult, every single damage straight up the ass. I already know that's gonna happen, because in that game that you know, the people didn't see it, it was off camera, unfortunately. But the game that we played, I got super pissed because I was helping somebody. I switched to a specific tank, being Hulk, to help somebody use their power up. Never fucking got help because the Cloak and Dagger was always Cloak, and the other nigga, like, no one else backed me up even when I dove into everybody to like fuck up their supports or something. So like, all you niggas make bad plays. All you niggas make bad plays. I think we truly want the support strike to happen because, like I said, usually people flex and never play support. And then
nobody
like,
wants a support strike to happen. What is?
Yeah, no one.
I want support strike to happen so you niggas actually play something else other than Spider-Man.
No,
but you see, I'm not a fucking, you know, a woman with a stubborn behavior that I gotta prove my point. Like, no, I want to win matches. I'm gonna play support because I want to fucking win the game. Like, even if I'm getting 20 points, I want to win the game. So that the whole support strike is fucking.
It's dumb. Like, nobody wants a support strike. People are still playing their support characters. This is all bullshit. It's all a lie. Like Crim said, I agree. There's problems on both sides. The DPS is an issue. Because DPS players you'll have a support healing a DPS player the entire game, and the moment he dies, it's like, where's my heals, and he gets mad, right? But then the same could apply where you have a DPS that's struggling to get kills because he's not getting actual proper healing or support from his other DPSs, and then you can have support players jumping on him saying, hey dude, you're not doing any damage, you need to swap, you're trash. And it's like, if you were in my position, you would know the struggle. So it could apply to both sides. Like, there's issues on both ends. There's, as Crim said, supports aren't the easiest class in the game, but they're also not the hardest. It's really character dependent. That's why all the characters have difficulties, right? Because some characters are just easier than the others. Okay, I don't agree with that. I think Spider-Man's actually really difficult. Like, any character with tech is difficult.
No, he's a fake 5-star, but we can say that for another episode. But also, I want to point out that I've been saying there's a lot of problems with support ends, but DPS here are a huge problem as well. I need you guys to stop dick riding Necros. Okay, he's never gonna give you the back shots. One thing I truly hate, which is so annoying, is they'll post screenshots of his recent win history, and he has a huge like win streak, or they'll post gameplay, and then it's like, dude, every time you post a video, it's in bronze and silver lobbies. Like, no fucking shit, he's in a win streak in bronze. He's a top player in bronze and silver lobbies. Of course, he's gonna be in a win streak.
Well,
he's playing Loki, who's basically a DPS and a support all in one.
Mantis as well. He's playing Mantis and Loki.
Yeah, if you notice, he plays all the DPS support, so they can heal, but they're also super good at DPS. Loki, Mantis. Is it Jeff that he also plays?
I don't think he's playing Jeff. Doubt.
No,
Come on, he's a pro player. He's only gonna play top tiers. Jeff is like a troll pick.
I promise you, if he played someone who main purpose is to solely heal, like Rocket
and Rush.
That's what I was saying. He needs to play Rocket.
He would not have those win streaks, even if it was silver or bronze lobbies. He's playing all these DPS supports because he can get away with DPS.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I think, regardless, right? Like, even if he devoted his time to Rocket, he would still actually become like top rank still. And here's the truth of the matter: this motherfucker loves this game. He's addicted to it. Okay. To my knowledge, it's all he ever fucking plays. And if the community is gonna tell him that he's wrong about something and that he sucks at something, as someone who's probably dumped over 2,000 hours into the game at this point and has like the love and support of a massive community and even the developers, he is going to prove your asses wrong. Okay, he's going to find a way to prove your asses wrong. This is his job. Okay, this is his fucking job. Do you seriously think
this is his 9 to 5?
This is his 9 to 5. Do you seriously think people are gonna sit here and tell him, "Hey, bro, you can't play support. You suck at it," and he's just gonna be like, "Oh no!" Oh, right? No. He's gonna grind for hours and get paid for it at the same time and prove everybody wrong. Like, dude, he's going to hit top rank with support. You're all gonna look stupid if you seriously think he's not going to. He's going to prove. He's in a way, he's going to prove his point that the support class is the easiest class by hitting the top ranks. I promise you. And go ahead.
I was gonna say, I hate the fact that it's Necros trying to. I feel like someone random.
Yes, thank you.
Necros is a top player. Of course, he's gonna win.
He's going to hit the top ranks. He's gonna, and then when he does, he's gonna look at everybody and say, "So all y'all said it's the hardest rank. Well, I just did it. It's super easy. Anybody can do it. So anyways, back to Spidey. No shit, you were gonna do it. You're one of the best players, and this is your job. You play this game 24/7. If anybody plays this game as much as you, they can do anything. They can accomplish anything. It's not difficult." Shit. What is getting proven by this? Nothing. You need someone like right here, Rainbow, right, to play support. So
the next video is gonna be Rainbow only playing support, and to see how far he goes.
Yep, and that would be a better way to prove it, because whether it's easy or not.
Yeah, if a nobody makes it to fucking, not to call you a nobody, Rainbow, but you know what I mean. But if a nobody made it to like fucking Grandmaster, like Rainbow, then the proof, and then I'd be like, all right, you know what, support is the easiest role. But when a top player is doing it, the best of the best is doing it, it's like, who cares?
Like we're all familiar with fighting games, right? It'd be like watching Smug. Not everybody's familiar with Smug. He's a professional fighting game player, right?
He's also a fighting game player, so you MarvelRivals niggas wouldn't know who that is.
Right. That's why I'm saying it to the audience. He plays fighting games professionally. If someone told Smug, bro, you could never play Ed. You could never get to like the top rank with Ed. What do you think's gonna happen next? He's gonna hit the top rank with Ed. Like, come on. Yeah. This means nothing. It would mean something like Crim said if Rainbow made 2 separate accounts, a DPS account and a support account, and then you compare how high he gets after a week with both accounts, spending 2 hours on each one. And I guarantee you Rainbow's support account is going to be much higher than his DPS account, because I know this dude can't aim. he doesn't know who the hell to target. And he's just bad overall, but support, boing, 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 you know, and you're healing. So then Necros would get his point proven, which is like support is the easiest role, because you know you just kind of like stand back and heal. But yeah, I don't know.
That was a slight op fucking sentence you
Yeah,
just said,
yeah,
you know?
I know. Rainbow was sitting there taking all the bullets and shit.
Like,
But if anything, I think the most impressive thing, I'm gonna say these two things. The most impressive things I've seen so far is from Crimsonite himself. For starters, Crimsonite has his camera on, and secondly, outside of that, Crim has played Marvel Rivals on both PC and console. And everybody kept saying Crim was trash at PC, and Crim has a higher rank than Rainbow on both accounts.
wait, no.
Yeah.
That's more impressive than Necros.
That would be a good video. That would be a good video.
Wait a minute, no. Hold on.
Be really harder than
It's
console.
gold 2.
That'd be a good video.
Shut up. Also,
No.
just a quick jab at Necros real quick. You're a grown ass man with the Spider-Man blanket. Like, we get it. You play Spider-Man. I just want to get that out of the way.
You saying that, and I glanced at the video. I'm just noticing he has a blanket that's Spider-Man. I didn't even notice. I'm focusing on the gameplay.
I've never noticed either. Holy shit.
I didn't know. I've always heard people say he has a Spider-Man blanket. I'm like, what? And I'm just looking now, like, oh shit, he has a Spider-Man blanket.
Can you imagine bringing a 10 out of 10 to your house? And he's like, hey, where are we gonna fuck? Oh, the Spidey blanket stays on. Like, what?
I don't think a girl's gonna care though, because come on, like, you're a pro gamer. That makes it exactly. Yeah. Girls just gonna be like, sure, fuck it, why not?
Okay, well, I guess I'll be
your Gwen Stacy. I'll be your Gwen Stacy for the night. Fuck it.
I guess I'll get hit by your webs, get wrapped around your web. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say, right. I'm gonna say these 3 things. 1, I hate you DPS niggas. Like, genuinely. 2, you're not above me. I'm gold 1, you're gold 2. I checked last time, so get the fuck up out of here. And 3,
last season. I'm talking last season. But anyways, go off, King.
Oh yeah. And I could get higher in this season too. I just play on my console more, but if I play on my PC, solo queuing, I can get higher than you, Rainbow.
So, you're trolling. Anyway, and 3rd topic, speaking of the topic at hand that we're talking about with Necros being a bitch-ass nigga, we're actually going to make another video after this one talking about content creators ruining gaming. So, make sure to watch that video too. Link down below.
Ooh. Yeah, there's some games that I want to play to Rainbow.
Yes, shut the fuck up. I'm a nobody content creator, dog. So with that said, thank y'all for watching till the very end. Comment down below if you hate Necros as well and hate every DPS nigga that ever played this game. But until then, we out.